talk a little bit about what a human is.
Oh, so he looks like he's
Nope. Actually, Lutzen is one of the, we have two birds here. Both of them are eagles. Perfectly healthy birds. Lutzen has no physical problems. Lutzen has a behavior that's unacceptable. Lutzen came from Lutzen, Minnesota, as a young bird. We don't know exactly what its history is, but we think that it fell out of the nest early and found out that to scavenge food, they could go to restaurants.
Oh.
So it started hanging around restaurants up in Lutzen to the point that, you know, pigeons would be coming in and out, or would be coming down to bed. So the DNR and the Fish and Wildlife Service said the birds become a risk to the public and to itself.
Right.
So they brought the bird here. Initially, they thought if they put it in with some of our clinic birds that were here.
How do you age the animal?
Yes.
Oh. I mean, dogs, you look at their teeth, or you know,
Yeah,
something.
yeah. A lot of times we'll get birds in when they're small. But again, occasionally you'll get ones in that are adults. They've broken a wing or something like that, and they can't go back out. And again, a lot of them it's just a guess.
Okay.
You kind of look at the bird and you say, well, yeah, it's probably about this old.
See, and I think of barred owls as being a little more like rusty brown. Is that not? Do they have? There must be probably some variation.
There must be different colors. We've got another. What's a full size?
I think this one's really bigger.
Is that one over there? Is that a Cooper's hawk?
That is a peregrine falcon.
Oh wow.
We'll go around. When we go around, we'll come back and get it.
So is this is an adult?
This is an adult. Came to us as an adolescent, and it was a first-year bird, so it had just been born. It is the rowan. The name, and we have two birds that came in at about the same time. There was rowan, and there was another one, Luda. Both red-tailed hawks. Both came in with the same problem. They were malnourished.
Oh.
Something's got Rowan's attention.
And
it's just boom, focusing on something.
They were both blind in one eye.
So I thought something's.
You can get them very dark, almost black, but you can still see the red tail.
Huh.
They would be found, it's called a Harlan's morph. They would be found primarily west of the Rockies. We used to have one that came from Omaha, Nebraska. So that bird's name was Omaha.
Very, very dark.
Yes, very, very dark.
But
it's
still
actually
with
when you get
green-
close to it, you can see it. It's a dark brown. But when you look at it from a distance, it looks black.
I'm still focusing on the thing too much.
Okay.
But did it still have the white?
You wouldn't have it. His chest would be more dark.
Oh.
The whole bird would.
Got that one.
Come on, gotta focus through this fence, stuck on it.
So what's their problem?
She got a bad wing.
I can't believe that little thing can eat a mouse
Yeah.
or another little bird. Jeez.
Wicked fast too.
Yeah.
This thing's probably one fast
We have
bird.
a bunch of bird feeders in the backyard. And,
They are also eaten though by Cooper's hawks,
My gosh.
especially American kestrels. We took some kestrels down to the Carpenter Nature Center. You get nervous. You can watch the ears a little bit, or the tufts, and depending upon where they've put them, it may indicate that they're uncomfortable.
Is it kind of like a cat, where if the ears are back, it's blinking in different eyes. Ah, I love these things.
They'll blink one eye, they'll blink both eyes, and they'll blink one, and then they'll blink the other one. And
I've never heard this before.
Okay, so they also do.
Is that the owl making the sound?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oops, they go on to.
So is this one's male, that one's female?
not necessarily.
Because I'm
this,
very surprised by their color.
Yeah, just it's color variations. We'll see. There's another
See, I
one.
record the sound
We
too.
may bring out in the program that is a little lighter than this. So again, just different colorations, different variations that you'll see. Again, They're not ears, they're not horns, they're just tufts of feathers. They use them for camouflage. When they're sitting against a tree, it helps them to blend in.
My sister Jean she showed us one of a baby one that was in a tree that just blended in like crazy.
Yep.
Hi.
Well, the long-eared owls I saw this week, could barely see them.
This one happened to be either flying over it or sitting on it when they lit it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
And
boy.
as a result, she came in and she had a lot of her feathers were burned off.
Did they not grow back?
They grew back. We thought that when they brought her in here that they would grow back. But we also noticed that she did not have a lot of strength in her talons anymore. So she'd lost some strength in her talons. So the concern was that she would have a hard time catching birds.
Right.
So that's why she stayed with it. The feathers came back fine, exactly as they thought they would. But because of the lack of strength in her talons, she will remain with us.
It's really pretty, like that. It's kind of gray. It's gray, but it's blue.
Yes, kind of a bluish gray.
Yeah, it's really
Good
pretty.
owl.
If you look at in the nostrils, if you can see, there's a hole in the nostrils, and it looks like there's something.
So is that the only thing that tells you she's juvenile? Is the color of the head is not red? Is there something?
That's on people, or on another animal.
What I'm doing
and
right
it's-
now, they go into the cavities, and so this is kind of like an enrichment. She's not biting hard at all, but a lot of times the turkey vultures, what they'll do is that you just give them that, and they just, what's in there, kind of thing.
And she's not hurting you.
No. Now, I mean, okay. Again, this is my first time working with her, so it's kind of exciting. But again, we
I want to feed them relatively quickly because I want her doing two things before I feed her. Number one, I want her looking away. Secondly, I don't want her making any sounds. I don't want to encourage her to look for her food because she already does that. And I don't want her to think that by making sounds I'll get fed.
Yeah.
So birds are basically trained the same way you train a dog. When they do the things you want them to do, they get some food.
Okay.
They don't do it, they don't get it.
I think too, we've had birds over the year where, they might not be releasable, and maybe we could, use them as an education bird, but they might not, do that. I mean, as far as it just doesn't work. We've had.
Let's bring you back.
I might be a bit off the light, but. Oops.
Question, because think about it, you are a raptor. How are you going to find your prey? With your eyes, right? So your eyes are very, very, very important. And so if you are messing with something that you don't like with your beak, there's a chance that you might injure your eyes. So again, if they want to do some damage, this is the business part of any raptor. It's their feet.
They will attack you with their feet.
before they
they'll do
attack.
the-
Yeah.
before they'll do the-
The use of that beak is simply to rip meat apart. It's not.
Utility.
It's not used as a defensive.
I mean,
They
they
could.
will, but it's not going to be their first choice. It's going to be, they're going to go after you with their talons before they come after you with the beak.
And you know what? Now that you're saying that,
Just looks so scary sometimes, you know, it's just so fierce.
I think it was
Well, the
young
reason they
red
look
tail
scary,
in
they
my
have, it's called the
backyard.
orbital ridge
It
there.
went
It
up
protects
like
their
that
eyes,
and caught the bird.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, he didn't
They
want these
won't.
guys.
They won't
Just
typically catch things
amazing.
with their mouth. Now, with the
I'll walk towards you with her, kind of thing. So, Jim, let's do the photo op right
Sure.
now.